Well, okay, Psalm 45, and let's get started here. Put me in view and lights. We're going to start with this. You can see they've added a lot of text this time, and let's see if they did any good doing that. Okay, my heart overflows with a good theme, and I address my verses to the King. My tongue is a pen of a ready writer. You are fairer than the... Okay, now let's see. You are fairer than the sons of men. Grace is poured upon your lips. Therefore, no, don't need the word therefore. Our Creator has blessed you forever. And this is Jesus, by the way. To not the King, to our King forever and ever. Okay. Grace is poured upon your lips. The Creator has blessed you forever and ever. And of course, they think he is going to be a king that goes out and fights. Gird your sword on your thigh, mighty one. Now, let me see something about the word mighty one here. This is 45. What I found is that the text that... What the hell just happened? Well, I guess I have to start this over. I've never had that happen before in the 20 years I've had the program. But I'm thinking that the same words, mighty one, are going to be similar, the same, but sometimes they might be used as the word El, and we know that that is supposed to be our God. Gird your sword on your thigh, mighty one. In your splendor you are, in your splendor and majesty. In your majesty stride victoriously, victoriously, and cause truth and meekness, for the cause of truth and meekness and righteousness. Let your right hand teach you awesome things. Your arrows are sharp. Peoples fall under you. Your arrows in the hearts of the kings and the enemy. Your throne, Creator, is forever. Your throne is with our Creator forever, and never a scepter forever and ever needs to be up here. A scepter of righteousness is a scepter. Oh, windows of your kingdom. You have loved righteousness. You love righteousness. And hate wickedness. Therefore, Creator has anointed you with the oil of joy above your fellows. All your garments are fragrant with mirth and oils. Out of ivory places, string instruments have ivory palaces. That's not gonna be thing. Ivory, ivory. No. Ivory instruments of ivory instruments have made you glad. Kings and daughters are among your nobles and ladies. And ladies at your right hand stands the queen. Well, we know they don't know much here. Listen, daughter, give your attention. Well, this is all of a sudden different. This is like, give your attention, incline your ear, forget your people and your father's house. Then the king will desire your beauty, because he is your wifey's. Because he is your wifey, bow down to him, and the daughter of Tar will come, give you gifts of riches. This Jesus, no, this is not the promise, or any of the promise. And so the gift of riches among the people will entreat your favor. The king's daughter is glorious. Her clothing is interwoven with gold. She be led to the king in embroidered work, with virgins her companions. With virgin companions. Will be brought to you. And they will enter into the king's palace. The place of your fathers will be your sons. You will make them princes in all earth. I will cause your name to be remembered. I will cause your name to be remembered in all generations. Therefore the peoples will give thanks forever and ever. Well, this is not Jesus. So who is it? My heart overflows with a good theme. I address my verses to our King. But this is up here. No, it's got to go here. My tongue is a pen of a ready writer. You are fairer than the sons of men. Grace is poured. Grace is poured out upon your lips. Our Creator has blessed you forever. Gird your sword on your thigh. Uh-oh. There's no text here anymore. I just blew it. Let's see what happened here. Well, I got I blew that up. I'll have to reload that program. Gird your sword on your thigh, mighty one, in your splendor, in your majesty, right? In your splendor, no, in your majesty, right? This is all wrong. This is, he's not, from what we already went through, and he's not gonna, this is not, I'm trying to think if there's any text that would say that, or this would be the only text I would say that would say Jesus is supposed to get married. He's supposed to have wear a sword. Although I know the disciples wore swords, so Jesus might have wore a sword. In your majesty, well, that's his as a king, but later, for the cause of truth, and make this in righteousness, let your right hand teach you awesome things. What does your right hand, how does your right hand teach you anything? Your arrows are sharp, and peoples will fall under you. Well, in the heart of kings, the hearts of the king's enemies, your throne is with our Creator forever and ever. Your throne is with our Creator, is forever and ever. He doesn't have a scepter. Scepter of righteousness, the scepter is just his ruling authority. He would use this as to say, he doesn't use it to rule with, but the scepter is related to the king, and then if he gives the scepter to somebody, then he can relate and say this is coming from the king or announced from the king. But a scepter is just something that he would hold on to. I don't see it any other way. A scepter of righteousness is scepter of your kingdom. But they doesn't need that. That's not going to happen. You love righteousness and hate wickedness. Therefore our Creator has anointed you. With the oil of joy above your fellows, all your garments out of ivory palaces. That's a falsehood. They lived their lives modestly. They didn't have overabundant glories. I don't think there has even been found what would be known as the Palace of the Kings, or example, the first house that was made for the king, literally house, was for David. And Solomon didn't understand how to build the house for our Creator without the scaffolding used and to make the timber and to be able to hold the structure for a roof, until he sought the help from the king from Lebanon. Now, up to that time, they don't live that way. They lived modestly. It was all about the family unit being to live with the family and then pass away, and then sons replace the family and keep the land and pass it down. So out of ivory places, I don't think so. In fact, I don't think any of this is going to work. The king's daughter, if he's the king, then how is the king's daughters among your nobles? Our king's daughters are among your nobles. No, that doesn't make sense. Ladies, at your right hand stands the lady at, not ladies, the lady at your right hand stands as queen, and go from wherever. Listen, daughter, give attention and incline your ear, forget your people and your father's house. Now that wouldn't be true either. That's just, you're always supposed to listen to your parents. That's why you honor your father and mother. When the king will desire your beauty because he is your wifey, bow down to him. Because he is they have it as your God, bow down to him. Now that, I'm going to call this all no good. I'm calling this no good. I'm not even going to work at it. This is just zip nothing, okay? When you try to figure out how this matches up with Jesus, especially when, because he is your wifey, when we fill in the correct word, and not, even if the title is God, because he is your God, bow down to him. See that right there, and this daughter of Tyre, what the heck? That's the foreigners. They're the pagans. What are we worried about them for? Among the people will entreat your favor. Now, but the only thing is it's back to the king's daughter. Now, he's the king. You know, this is being switched back and forth so many times, it's not funny. It's gone. It's out. Unless you want to put paganism in Jesus, I guess I won't do that. That one's gone.